Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tracy. I've been working in Lachance Group for almost 3 years, and I'm really happy that tonight I have the opportunity to share with you guys about the bioassays. So the topic that I'm gonna share with you today is innovative practice of global application of bioassays. So my content is divided into 4 parts. The first part is reasons for using additives, and the second part is bioassays, and the third part is application of bioassays. And the last part that I would like to share with you is a brief introduction of Lachance Group. So first of all, I'll start from the first part, reasons for using additives. Sorry. I mean, why has the livestock industry turned to, functional additives? In the field of animal husbandry, the application of additives is showing a rapid trend of popularization, and different, additives products on the market are becoming increasingly rich and diverse. So why is the use of additives in the current livestock industry showing a large-scale growth trend? So I think, first of all, the first reason for me, I think, is the global restrictions on the abuse of antibiotics. For example, China's restricted antibiotics in feed in 2020 has led to an urgent need for alternative solutions in the livestock industry. For example, probiotics and plant extracts are used to regulate the intestinal flora, inhibit pathogenic bacteria, as well as reduce the incidence of common diseases such as diarrhea. And the second reason I think is that in the current highly competitive market environment, when feed enterprises want to improve feed quality while ensuring profits, it becomes very necessary to increase feed conversion rate to reduce feed cost. For example, bioacids can increase the utilization rate of oils and fats by around 15% to 20%, and also reduce feed cost by around $2.2 per ton. And the third reason is to reduce environmental pollution. And while developing the breeding industry, we should also consider protecting the environment and provide a good environment for ourselves as well as poultry. And according to research, yucca can reduce the ammonia concentrate in chicken house by around 40%. And the fourth reason I think is that as living standards improve, people's pursuit of high quality meat is getting higher and higher. So additives that can improve the quality of chicken have become very popular. And I think the fifth reason is that some feed additives can help to deal with extreme weather. Why this? I would like to say, for example, since the beginning of this year, many regions, I mean, maybe many countries have experienced extreme high temperature weather. The heat stress caused by high temperatures has led to losses of nearly $100 million in the broiler industry. But some additives can help broilers to alleviate or deal with such extreme weather. So and finally, I think the final reason is to meet the market demand. So functional additives have evolved from simple, nutritional supplements to biological regulatory chips, driving the, transformation and upgrading of the livestock industry. So yes, after introducing the necessity of using additives in animal husbandry, I would like to explain next why bioacids are so important in poultry farming. And I think, in the previous few speeches, everyone also mentioned bioacids. So why are bioacids essential for the poultry farming industry? Well, this is because, well, first of all, for chicks, the chicks' internal organs are not well, developed, and the liver is in the stage of growth and development. So the bile acid secretion is less. The amount of lipase and bile acids secreted by chicks is 4% and 10% to 25% of adult broilers, respectively. And also, under stress conditions, bile acids are secreted in smaller amounts. So chicks often have problems such as, unabsorbed yolk sac, and also insufficient utilization of fats, and also fat-soluble vitamins in the feed. Moreover, the increasing intensification of the modern poultry industry, stress caused by environmental changes, unstable quality of raw materials, and high energy and high protein diets, make the secretion bile acids insufficient for the rapid growth of broiler bodies. So bile acids, are the preferred products to meet and promote poultry growth and improve their growth performance. So yes, this is why bile acids is really important or is essential for poultry industry. And the second part I would like to introduce to you is bile acids. After everyone realized the importance of bile acids, I would like to introduce bile acids in detail to everyone. I mean, the main functions of bile acids, the action mechanisms of these functions. Well, first of all, I would like to introduce bile acids in detail. So bile acids is the main active component of bile. It's a series of sterols produced in the process of cholesterol metabolism in animals. So it's very safe and effective, and it's also necessary for the digestion and absorption of fat in the body of animals. And the two main functions of bile acids, well, first of all, is to, protect the liver health as well as enhance lipid digestion. So there are the two main functions of bile acids. And here I would like to introduce to you the action mechanism of how bile acids help to improve oil utilization. Well, first of all, the oil metabolism is divided into three steps. It's emulsification, digestion, as well as absorption. So first, in the step of emulsification, bile acids have both hydrolytic and lipophilic groups. So they have special surface activity. The lipophilic group combines with lipid substances, and the hydrolytic group combines with water-soluble substances, so that lipid substances and water can form an oil-water mixture, expanding the contact surface between lipid substances as well as lipase, thus creating conditions for lipase to decompose fat. And in the step of digestion, only under the action of bile acids and co-lipase can the three circular structures of pancreatic lipase be deformed, exposing its active site to the substrate, thus exacting the electrolysis effect. And also the C terminal of pancreatic lipase, has two bile acid binding sites and a co-lipase binding site. And when the bile acid and the co-lipase bind to the, pancreatic lipase at the same time, they form a bile acid co-lipase pancreatic lipase triplet, which plays a role. And in the last step, the absorption step, bile acids gather around fat products and form structures called micelles, which help the fat get enough close to the microvilli of the intestinal cells to enter the small intestinal villi, where the fat can be used. So yes, this is the detailed action mechanism of how bile acids help oil to, help to improve the oil utilization. And next, this is the action mechanism of how bile acids help to protect liver health. Well, this is because first of all, like I just said, bile acids can improve the utilization of fat. So this can reduce intestinal undigested fat to lower very low density lipoprotein burden and prevent liver fat overload. And also bile acids can activate FXR, that's the funny salt X receptor, regulate the expression of fat synthesis and decomposes, inhibit fat production, and also maintain the balance of lipid metabolism in the liver. And secondly, bile acids can also combine with endotoxins such as LPS, heavy metals, as well as drug metabolites, and be extracted into the intestine through bile, reducing the reabsorption of toxins in the liver, and also lowering the risk of liver cell damage. And bile acids can also regulate the detoxification enzyme system, for example, the GST, and also strengthen liver toxic substances metabolism. And thirdly, bile acids can also up-regulate the activities of antioxidant enzymes and also protect the structural integrity of liver cell membranes and also mitochondria to enhance antioxidant defense. And finally, bile acids can also improve the cholestasis. This is because bile acids can promote bioflow and prevent and also prevent hepatocyte damage and fibrosis caused by cholestasis in the bile duct. So yes, this is the action mechanism of how bile acids to protect liver health. And in the third part, I would like to introduce to you some application cases. I mean, some experiments of bile acids in broilers. So first of all, before introducing the experiments, I would like to show you the application scheme of bile acid in broilers. So first of all, for feed meals, we usually recommend feed meals to replace 3 to 5 kilogram oil, as well as 30 to 50 kilocalorie metabolizable energy in the formulation. And also after adding bile acids, the feed meal can increase the use of unconventional feed ingredients to replace some soybean meal. I mean, for example, in China, normally we use cottonseed meal as well as sunflower meal to replace some soybean meal, especially when the prices of soybean meal is really high in China. Yes, and also after adding bile acids, 100% emulsifiers as well as 100% liver tonic can be removed. Because like I just said, the two main functions of bile acids is to improve oil utilization as well as protect liver health. So you don't need to add this kind of additives repeatedly. And also after adding bile acids, 50% mycotoxin absorbent, as well as 5% to 10% fat-soluble vitamins and pigments can be removed. And for some integrated companies, I would like to introduce that bile acids can help broilers to improve their daily weight gain, increased by normally 5 to 10%, and FCR can be reduced by 0.03 to 0.05. And also bile acids can help broilers to improve their carcass performance. For example, and the feedback from Thailand that they said the bile acids can improve the wooden breast, and also other feedbacks from other countries say that bile acids can help broilers to reduce their abdominal fat. By the abdominal fat rate can be decreased by around 20% after adding bile acids. So yes, this is the application scheme of bile acid in broilers. And the first case that I would like to show you is a case that happened in China. In the right of this page, you can see that this is the formula. From the table, you can see that after adding bile acids, this is the bile acids. After adding bile acids, the supplementation of oil was reduced by 6 kilogram from 68 to 62, and as well as the ME was also reduced. The metabolizable energy was reduced by 20 kilocalorie per kg. You can see that, and also the formula, the feed cost was reduced by $2.9 per ton. And here, this is the table for the gross performance. So the results show that optimized formula with bile acids reduced the amount of oil, but the gross performance of poultry increased instead of decreasing. And also the survival rate, you can see that the survival rate increased by 0.3%, and the FCR decreased by 0.02, as well as the EPI, the EPEF increased by 15 from 459 to 474. So yes, this is the first case. And the second case that I would like to show you is a case that we just did in 2023 in Bangladesh. In these cases, the broilers, they were randomly divided into 3 groups. So the first group, T1 group, is the control group, and the third group, T2 group. In this group, the broilers, the fat, the dosage of bile acids in this group is 200 gram per ton, and also the metabolizable energy was reduced by around 44 kilocalorie per kg, and they also 100% replaced their emulsifier. And the only difference between T2 group and the T3 group is that after reducing 24 kilocalorie metabolizable energy as well as replacing the emulsifier, they also increased other non-conventional feed ingredients such as rice polish. The customer shared with us that at that time the price of rice polish was really low, so that's why they increased the use of rice polish to reduce the feed cost after adding bile acids. And here, this is the table for the gross performance. And the customer, they shared with us that after adding bile acids, the feed cost was saved around $2.7 per ton without any negative impact on gross performance. And the third case that I would like to show you is actually an scientific article that we have already published in online. If you are interested, you can search online. So in this experiment, a total of 1,200 one-day-old Ross broilers, they were used, and they were randomly divided into 3 groups. So the T1 group is the control group, and the T2 group, the broilers in T2 group, they fed the basal diet, but supplemented with bile acids on top at the rate of 200 gram per ton. And the broilers in T3 group, they fed a basal diet reduced in energy requirements by 30 kilocalorie per kg and reformulated with 200 gram per ton of bile acids. Here, this is the formulation. You can see the detail in this table. And in this experiment, the feeding trial was conducted for 31 days. And then you can see this is the results. Well, first of all, you can see that after adding bile acids, the body weight again, FDR, as well as the EPEF, they all increased compared with control group. And here, this is the data for the carcass trace after adding bile acids. You can see the dressing percentage, breast, drumstick yields. They were also improved in T2 group and the T3 group than in control group. I mean, compared with control group. This picture, this means that after adding bile acids, the intestinal lipase levels significantly increased in the group T2 and the T3 group. So this means that bile acids can help to increase the activity of lipase. And also this is the data for meat quality, for broiler meat quality parameters after adding bile acids. You can see the meat moisture, fat, they were significantly decreased in 3 compared with T1 and T2. So the conclusion from this scientific article is that bile acids can improve the growth performance, carcass performance, lipase activity, as well as the meat quality after adding bile acids. So yes, and because of the time, I'm gonna go through this case very quickly. In this case, that I would like to highlight that bile acids can help to decrease the abdominal fat. You can see that after adding bile acids, the abdominal fats decreased from 1.45 to 1.12 and 1.14. And this article is also a scientific article that's published online. So yes, if you are interested, you can also search it on internet. And the last part that I would like to introduce to you is a brief introduction of Lachance Group. Well, first of all, this is the development history of Lachance Group. So in 2004, Lachance Group was established, and in 2009, we began to explore overseas markets, and up to today, bile acids have been, exported to more than 40 countries all over the world. And in 2014, the Ministry of Agriculture approved bile acids as a new feed additive, and in 2018, Australia branch company was established, and in 2019 and 2021, academician workstation as well as Institute Liver Health was also officially established respectively, and also in 2022 Lachance Group established a branch office in Bangkok, Thailand, and as well as Cairo, Egypt. And in 2023, Lachance Group, we in collaboration with China Agriculture University as well as Tongwei company, we initiated the formulation of mandatory national standards for feed additives. And in 2024, Lachance started the IPO public preparation. So yes, this is a briefly development history of Lachance Group. Next, I'm gonna introduce it a little bit detail. So after these years of development, Lachance Group has grown into a high-touch enterprise, specializing in the research and development, production and sales of animal and plant natural extraction products. And the primary business of Lachance Group is production, development, and the sales of natural feed additives, and production and the sales of veterinary drugs. And at the present, Lachance Group has already, coveraged feed, livestock, aquaculture, companion animals, and other fields markets. And at present, Lachance Group has 3 wholly owned subsidiaries and 1 holding subsidiary. So yes, this is the briefly enterprise profile. And then this is the industrial park established for the research of bioacids. Well, here I would like to say that in fact, Lachance Group is the original research enterprises of bioacids. We independently develop the production equipment, optimize every production process, and also strictly control the product quality. And from the picture, you can see that this is the automatic central control room. So our colleagues, they just need to sit in front of the screen to check or to monitor all of the production process and to keep the the production quality. And in the fully automated production workshop, there are around 16 reactors, 6 separated reactors, as well as two refining reactors. And we also have the flash driving and also the spring driving. So yes, this is our new industrial park. And I would like to mention that we are also very welcome to our customers or our friends to visit our new industrial park if possible, or if you have time. In this page, I would like to show you the application for new feed additive products. Actually, I just mentioned briefly. So in 2010, the application for bioacid as a new, we started the application for bioacid as a new feed additive product. And in July 2014, it was approved by the Ministry of Agriculture. So finally, this is the new product certificate for feed additives. So finally, we got this. Here, I would like to say that actually feeding bioacid is a truly innovative product of Lachance Group. It's also a new feed additive first created in China. China was the first country in the world to approve bioacid as a feed additive. Yes, and here I would like to mention that why does Lachance Group have to join hands with China Agricultural University as well as Tongwei Group to, formulate a mandatory stance for bioacids? Well, in fact, this is because the original intention of formulating mandatory standards is to, standards the application of bioacids for feed, and also define the sources and the standards of raw materials, and also clarify the components and the proportions of the product, and also stipulate the testing standards and methods, as well as clarify the applicable objects and solutions. So that's why Lachance Group have to join hands with China Agricultural University and other companies to formulate mandatory standards for bioacids. Lachance Group also applied for a number of patents in the development and innovation of bioacids, including from the PowerPoint, you can see that including 16 innovation patents, 9 utility model patents, 2 foreign innovation patents, as well as more than 30 invention patents. And also, Lachance Group, we established the scientific research cooperation projects with foreign and domestic well-known universities, and until now, we have already published more than 30 high-level scientific articles, and they all published in different kinds of really famous magazines. So yes, finally, I would like to say that Lachance Group has always been committed to in deep research in the field of bioassays and has achieved, fruitful results. In the future, Lachance Group will continue to increase our investment in research as well as development to, repay our customers' trust with better products and service. Thank you so much. Thank you for your attention.